like a father. But whenever property matters come, even the younger brothers and sisters would say, "We respect you as our father, but you are not our father. Remember that." They cannot also accept him as the father. Similarly, we also become like the Supreme in nature. He is all loveful, He is all powerful, He is blissful, happy. He is the ocean of these qualities. And I become the embodiment of these qualities. And in that way, I become like the Father in my nature, eternal qualities. And in the beginning of the Kalpa, I again create them in a special way. Because the soul is eternal, how can you create that which is eternal? The soul is imperishable, immortal. So how can you create that which is immortal? So, when he says, I again create them in a special way means when we go through that path of light and rest in that supreme abode, we are like in a silent form. We do not think at that time. The thoughts, the mind is not functioning, the intellect is not functioning, the sanskaras are not functioning, everything is merged. And we are like a powerful seed just in that supreme region. So when the new kalpa, the new time cycle begins, at that time, he awakens the awareness. And when the awareness is awakened, that means the creation, and he sends them, gives them the vibrations to go down. Give them that inspiration through vibrations to go down to play their role. So this is how he creates them. So the creation does not mean that they were all merged in that ocean or something like that, and then he again makes them parts. No. The soul is eternal, immortal, indivisible, indestructible. So the mind, intellect and sanskaras, they just get merged. And when it is in the merged form, so he creates means in a special way, means he awakens that consciousness again and gives them the inspiration through vibrations to go down. His language is not like the language that we speak. He speaks through vibrations. And the vibrations are so powerful, when the intuition is working, we are able to catch those vibrations. Which sometimes in the life we have this experience. In the morning hours especially, when we are sitting in a relaxed form, and suddenly something flashes. But we don't understand exactly. During the day when that incident takes place, immediately we recall, it has flashed me in the morning, but I was not able to understand it. So those flashes that we experience in form of intuition, we get the vibration also. Something is going to happen. We realize that, but because we are not used to understanding the language of vibrations, we are not able to catch those vibrations. So this is what the Supreme means of how he awakens that consciousness, means he creates them and gives them the vibration to go to the world to play their roles in the Krati Yuga, in the golden age. That is, the soul is eternal. So creation here refers to soul awakening, the awakening of the consciousness. the awakening of that light, igniting that light within. So that is the form of creation, what he says. And then he says, I inspire for the kalpa. This whole world cycle which is moving, that is created through the inspiration of God. So I inspire for the kalpa. And that is why this whole creation, the play, the drama that is on this stage, which is going on, and everybody's role, that is also the most perfect and accurate role. There can be nothing more perfect than this. Everything is so perfectly designed. So sometimes we feel upset, but that feeling of upsetness is because I'm not able to understand the drama as it is. But when I'm able to immediately understand why this is happening, the sequences, then we start realizing how beautiful this creation is. The creation of that Supreme is perfect in its way. There can never be anything more perfect than this. This is the deep realization that we receive. So kalpa means elevated transformation. So I inspire for that elevated transformation. That is the end of Kali Yuga and the beginning of Golden Age. That middle period, which is the period of transformation, how does it take place? So it is that time when God has to descend and inspire for that transformation. Just as I mentioned the other day also, that a dark night transforming into a golden dawn. If somebody would sit whole night to watch how the dark night changes into the golden dawn, they don't realize, because it's a gradual process. And we don't even realize when the dawn, how it comes out and when the sun came out. The same thing, that this time cycle, when the Kali Yuga is in its end period, so the night is about to end and the golden dawn is to begin, that middle period. So to make human beings worthy to go into that world, the great transformation has to take place. The world is full of viciousness. So how would he transform? So the transformation also is through his inspiration. It reminds me of a beautiful incident that when our chief administrative head, she went to United States and there was a scientist meet there. She met with some scientist who had asked her various questions about spirituality and what spiritual science is. In the end, our chief administrative head, Dadi Prakashmani, late Dadi Prakashmani, she asked them only one question. And she asked them, what comes in your mind that you think of creating these missiles? There must be some thought coming in your mind that makes you drive in that direction and you make a missile. So what thought comes in your mind to create these missiles? Everybody was silent because they never thought. What thought comes in our mind? Then finally one scientist answered this question and he said, when we begin our research, we do not have this aim of creating a missile. We want to create something which can be useful for mankind. We visualize that future when the resources will be over. Now, if petrol is over, how will the human beings function without petrol? All cars stop, all vehicles stop. Will this world come to a standstill? There is so many things that are moving with that energy. So we feel we should do a research into the nuclear energy so that if the resources are over, this nuclear energy can be of use to keep the human life running, to keep the modern advancements running. So when we do a research, we are doing with that aim. But sometimes we have this feeling, as if somebody is inspiring us. And that inspiration, when it is driven into our research, comes out with something which is more destructive. And we finally, when we see that this has come into it is going towards the beginning of a destructive weapon, after that we cannot do anything. So we do not have this thought of creating a missile. We never had this thought. We wanted to use that nuclear energy for creative purposes so that human life does not come to a standstill. But when the product comes out, that is beyond our control. So sometimes we have this feeling as if somebody is moving our minds or controlling our minds through inspiration.